Hello, YouTubers. How are you doing today? Well, I hope you're having a good day. And I want to talk today about the topic that you may or may not have a problem with, or most likely you have, at least had in the past, and probably most likely you're having it currently, whether it's grave or non-grave is another point. But I wanted to go over the subject of pain, and how God kind of views it, or our relationship with pain. Now, I'm not going to talk about unexpected pain like a car accident or a sudden death or a tornado hitting your house. I'll be talking about pain that comes with life, just normal course of life. So here we go. Okay, well, regarding pain, God is a loving God. God loves us. God is our creator. So you have to understand, and you have to take this wholeheartedly. God, at the end of the day, just like if you know your own father wants you to be happy, doesn't want any pain on you. He wants your happiness, and he's concerned about that. So God is concerned about your well-being and your health and your happiness. Right? Peace be with you, as Jesus said. Um, so you have to have that foremost in your mind. However, God created us, and He created us with a plan. Everybody has a plan in their lives. You just didn't come to being and not have a plan. God is not a being that has no conscience. He understands what He's doing. There's a plan behind everything. So I think a lot of the pain that comes from our own suffering. Now, I'm not talking about whether you kicked your foot or you fell down or you had a heart attack or things of these natures. These are things that these things are out of your realm. I'm talking about things where you start getting depressed because your life is not going in the way that you want it to go. Maybe a loved one hurt you, not finding work that you're interested in. When you scratch your head and say, "Man, what is life all about? What is my role in this life? I'm ready to do something, but what is it?" So I wanted to read a quick verse in Ecclesiastes. It's chapter 9, verse 11, and this has a lot of meaning behind it. It says, "I have seen something further under the sun, that the swift do not always win the race, nor do the mighty win the battle, nor do the wise always have the food, nor do the intelligent always have the riches, nor do those who have knowledge always have success, because time and unexpected events overtake them all." So even you might be the fastest, you might be the wisest, and in your mind and your heart, you're like, all right, I'm supposed to win. I'm the most wisest. I'm the most learned. I'm the most swift. And then you go in, you take the test, or do the race, or whatever the case may be. And at the end of the contest or thing that you're trying to achieve, you didn't get to where you wanted to be. And you're like, wow, I mean, I did everything. I did everything I needed to do. I did everything. I did not skip one day. I put 100% of my mind and my soul and my energy into this. and I still didn't get to where I wanted to be. And you're like, wow, this is like, is there a God? I mean, where is there the justice? Where's the justice in all of this? And that's where a lot of our depression comes from, is why we feel that there was an injustice. And it's not always like that. You have to consider, first of all, God has a plan. And unfortunately, his plan is going to override our plan. Like it says in here, the reason why you didn't get to where you wanted to be was because of time and unexpected events. And a lot of people say that time is critical, right? Timing is everything. And there's a lot to do with that. Bill Gates, who founded pretty much Microsoft, if he was born now, he wouldn't be Bill Gates. I mean, Microsoft would have been who knows what, but the software would have been invented back in the 80s. So if he wasn't, in his 20s or so back in the 80s, uh, timing wouldn't have came around. You know, um, unexpected events. Unexpected events could be things that, like I said, with God, he has his own plan. And sometimes when you have a plan that's conflicting against God's plan, your plan unfortunately is not going to succeed. So, but that's feedback. Understand that you can interpret it as feedback. I'm an entrepreneur, and I try different things: marketing, products, this, that, the other thing. And 9 times out of 10, or 8 times out of 10, my test or my thing that I changed didn't work out, and that's just the way it is. It's could be God's ways, God's will, and I just can't fight it. I can fight it all I want. Like I said, well, I'll lower my prices. I'll lower my prices. No, but if you lower your prices so low, then you're working for nothing. So maybe there's something else you can do. Maybe there's something that God has in store for you, and you're banging against the wrong door. So that's why maybe you're getting what they call the unexpected event. The unexpected event, because basically the person who's supposed to win was not you, and you're in the competition and expecting to win because you put all of you into it. But basically, the cards are not in your favor because that's not what God wants you to do. So a lot of this pain can be interpreted as basically feedback. So I want you guys not to get depressed, but look at pain as a way to get you to where you need to be. If I put my arm on a hot stove, I take my arm off the hot stove because that's pain, and I want to feel the pain. So I move my arm to a place where it's not going to feel the pain. You could do that for yourself. Maybe you're in a place where it's painful and you need to get out of that place because it's not where God wants you to be. So I think that particular verse in Ecclesiastes 9:11 has a lot for us to kind of ponder, that because even though you might be the wisest and the most richest, the most swift, doesn't mean that you're going to win what you want to do to get where you want to be, because that might not be your particular talent that God gave you. See, God gave you certain talents, and we have to discover them. And sometimes, or most of the time, it's going to be a little bit of a hard job to get to where God wants us to be. But keep trying. I mean, that's what we have to do, is keep on trying, keep flourishing, keep being the smartest. Don't stop being the smartest. Don't stop being the swiftest. That's not the word. That's not what's holding you back. What's holding you back is that you're in the wrong direction. You're in the wrong place. But once you figure that out, then I promise you, the pain will be a lot less because God and you are in sync. So please, people, keep praying, keep striving, and don't give up, please. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. Any questions, comments, leave them behind. Please subscribe. And as always, God bless.